What up? What up, my guys? Welcome to another show, man. It's NFL Talk with J Money. We got the bosses with us, Kelly in Vegas with us, and my guy Ski Profit, both from Wager Talk, man. The big dogs out in Vegas. First, what's up with you, Kelly? Hadn't seen you on the show in a while. How you been?
I know, it's just because I'm not good at handicapping WNBA. So I just said, you know what? I'm going to take the summer off. Jay, I'll be back with you every single Monday. Excited to be here. Love you and Ski. Sounds like we all had a really great Sunday. So hoping to carry that over into tonight. But yeah, busy week at Wager Talk. I've got Bet on it. I've got every game on the board with Drew Martin. I've got the hustle, which I'll have to get both of you guys on Wednesday nights with me, Trig, Drew, sometimes Ariel, and our buddy Chris. It's been a really fun football season so far, doing all of the free content that we can put out. And this right here is just the icing on the cake for the first Monday Night Football game.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. Yeah, let me know. I'll come on the Hustle Pie anytime. Drew Martin, my guy, Trig, all of them, man. I'd love to come on. What's up with you, Ski, my brother? Love the shirt.
Oh yeah, appreciate you for the shirt, but had a good weekend, like you guys said. I think I saw a tweet this morning. I picked up like 11 units, so hopefully we can keep that going tonight. I do have a play on the game, and just trying to keep winning.
Man, let's try to keep winning every single day. Let's get some cash. Us against the bookies, man. We trying to smack them up, trying to take them to Smack City every single day, guys. Oh, it's all business over here, guys. It's only one game. It's crazy. Next week there's 2 Monday Night Football games, but anyway, this week one, man, capping off NFL. It's been a crazy week, man. Profitable week, but we got the Broncos here, guys, laying 6.5 points versus Seattle Seahawks. First game of the season, the schedule makers know what they're doing, man. They got Russ going back home to Seattle. Guys, I don't know how you're thinking about this game, but this is basically like a Super Bowl type of game for the Seahawks here. It's going to be a tough one. Got the total sitting at 44, Ski. We'll go to you first. You like anything in this game, my brother?
Well, yeah. First of all, I'll just say I bet this game 2 or 3 months ago, so I have an early line. Just like I bet the Ravens early too, and I had an early line on that. But I got -4 on the Broncos, and really just not overthinking it. We were looking over the schedule and just the beef that Russ had with Carroll and Seattle, and just his first game with the Broncos being against them. He's going to want to have a great game. And I think about it in the NBA and in the WNBA. I've heard multiple players say it. When you go to face your old team, the team wants to make sure you have a really good day. So I took that. If I was to look at it right now, I probably would put the Broncos in a teaser with if I have to pick one team, probably the Niners right now for next week. And then other props or stuff I'm looking at, like I said, I want to play on Russ. I looked at his completions over 22.5. Last year, Seattle allowed the second most completions at 26.1. I looked at his passing yards over 255.5, and Seattle allowed the second most passing yards at 265.5. And I think he'll have at least a couple touchdowns today. His touchdown prop is juice. It's like -160 for 2+ touchdowns. But those are the ways I think I would play. And Lockett, Lockett for Seattle. Geno he targets Lockett a lot. I think that last game he targeted him 13 targets or something like that. So I would look for his receptions over 3.5 too.
Yeah, hey, Lockett and Metcalf, basically the only two big dogs they got over there. Kelly, what you think about this? You like what he is going, like where he's going there? Obviously, got Broncos at a much better number, but basically still needing to win by a touchdown here. How are you looking at this game, Kelly?
The only thing that scares me here from the Broncos side is that I thought the bookmakers were going to move this one up. I thought we were going to see that 7.5 pop because we're looking at over 80% of the tickets on the Broncos here on this first Monday night game. Nobody wants any part of Seattle. And frankly, I don't blame them. I love the primetime home dogs. So guess who was in a teaser for me on Thursday night? The Rams. Guess who was in closing every single other teasers? The Vikings, the Jags, the Browns. I was unloaded on the Cowboys and teasers this week because there were so many great combinations. And look what happened. Just dead flat. Both teams, the Rams and the Cowboys, dead flat. I would not be surprised to see Seattle just come out flat here. The only positive thing there is to say here is that they should be able to have a decent running game. And that tells me they're going to slow down this pace of play if they want to stay in it. If this is going to be a low-scoring game. I would love to take the primetime home dog here, you guys. This is totally a KIV. Take the trashy home underdog that nobody wants any part of. But I don't want any part of Geno Smith or Drew Lock. Everybody in the comments like, yeah, the Broncos is Kelly's team. Yeah, kind of. It was when I was a kid, and then I grew up and learned I don't care about fandom. I care about dollar signs. So it's been kind of a fun one here, trying to look at this Monday Night Football game and find some sort of play that I don't absolutely despise. Ski, that does scare me with the teasers here as far as the Broncos go. Again, it worked out really well for a lot of other teasers outside of the Niners this week, but that just is kind of something that I don't get involved with. I am going to take the under here, and it's disgusting. Under 44 is scary. Russell Wilson could easily slice up this secondary and score 3 touchdown passes. I just don't know who is going to score here for the Seattle Seahawks. Again, you guys mentioned 2 really stud receivers. Tyler Lockett did get engaged over the weekend, and so anytime I see certain things, I'm like, uh-oh, is your head in the right place? Why would you get engaged before football season? That kind of stuff always makes me like go, I wonder what's going on here. That being said, I like the under 44. I'm probably going to take the first half under as well. And I'm just not going to watch the game. I'm going to be on an airplane back home. As you know, right now I'm in a hotel room, not in Ski's living room this time, but it is going to be one of those situations where it's just going to be an ugly game, I think, similar to what we saw on Thursday and Sunday nights.
Kelly says she might not even watch this game. I'm right there with you on that. I know my son has a basketball game. I might choose that over this game right here, guys. It's a tough game for me. I hadn't bet it. In theory, I would have liked to have the Broncos sitting in the teaser as well, guys. But you know what? I don't, especially NFL. I hate being on the side that everybody's on, especially when they think shit's easy. They don't even look at the games like, oh, this is easy. Those are the ones that lose in NFL. Primetime game. Everybody needs Broncos money line teaser, something to close out. This game scares the living shit out of me. I'll tell you this. I know that Seattle's not that good. May not win another game all year, but they're going to be just as turned up for this game as Russell Wilson's team is as well. Could there be some chemistry issues with him and the receivers as well to start? You never know. I'm not a big fan of Geno Smith, but he is a good game manager. I know that he's a really good under type of quarterback as well, Kelly. So the chat's loving the under. Kelly's on the under. That's the way I'd be looking this one, maybe a total here. But it's a tough game for her. We know Geno Smith didn't really throw the ball down the field either. He's like a dink and duck type of quarterback. So he translates to more unders. If they have Lock in there, he translates to overs, turnovers, and he throws the ball down the field. So I think the under is probably the better play in this game. But I'm actually not forcing anything on this one. It's a primetime game. I might watch a little bit of it, but this is one I'd like to watch and not have any skin in the game. Kelly break us off with some inside info there with Tyler Lockett. Could be a distraction there, Ski. What you think? Is that shifting you more to Metcalf more? We know Metcalf is a matchup nightmare, my guy.
No, I like what she said about Seattle in the run game. Maybe you look at Penny props because last year, like the end of the year, Penny was the leading rusher down the stretch. So I like him today. He's in a couple of my fantasy lineups. I don't know why I didn't look at his prop numbers, but he probably goes over his rushing yards today.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I don't hate that scheme. This Broncos defense is yet to be remained. Obviously, Von Miller, when he left last year, was an integral part and a leader for that side of the team. Now I keep hearing that Bradley Chubb's going to be the guy. I got to see it happen, though, before I believe it. The problem is when there you go. Moses says, can't overthink it. He's absolutely right. That's why I like the under tonight. You nailed it. This looks so easy to take the Broncos, and it might be. Might be just like the Ravens was. It might just be like Tampa was last night. The Bills were on Thursday. I joked this morning, obviously it's only 0-2 against the spread, but is the primetime home dog that I love to bet dead? Probably not. We're probably just seeing some regression to the mean this first couple early games. But yeah, I don't know if I could bet Seattle. So I got to go with the easier play in my brain that says, look, even if Russell Wilson throws 3 touchdown passes, it could still be 21-6 and be a dead under.
Yeah, and Broncos, they have a really good defense as well. Seattle, not so much, but they could be turned up tonight with a little extra juice tonight. I like that under, man. If I was to play some of this game, it'd definitely be the under 44 in this one. Like I said, Russell Wilson could possibly struggle a little bit with his receiver, just maybe in that first half in that way, man. So let's see what happens in this one. I like everybody in chat chiming in. It's some people actually on the Seahawks in this one, man. You know what's crazy? This line did get up to 7 now, back down to 6. I'll be honest, at the 7, I'd be leaning Seahawks, man. I like going against basically the whole world. That's just what I do. I'm kind of with Kelly on that. I'd be leaning Seahawks. Not enough to bet though, guys. But anything else you guys looking at or some early looks, man? I have one NFL, maybe 2 that I'm looking at for next week, guys. Kelly, you like anything? Look ahead for Thursday or week 2 NFL?
Yeah, I'm going to be on the Saints plus 2.5. It's pretty much already a done deal. We'll be in a ton of teasers. I don't know if they're going to be my best bet yet. I still have a lot of work to do. Obviously, it's only 12 Central here in Kansas. So lots to do between now and Wednesday when that best bet comes out on Bet On It. Broncos country, let's ride. I'll never get over that. Like, that is like one of the worst marketing slogans ever. But yeah, I've got a long list of college that I absolutely and utterly am disgusted with. I'm trying to find some situations here and find those sneaky underdogs that have a shot to win outright. So busy week ahead. But yeah, Saints plus 2.5 is already locked in.
Man, I told you, what you think, guys? Ski? Any early looks for you, my guy, college or NFL?
Well, I should have did a little bit more work yesterday, but I was celebrating the good day that I had. So I let my
Nothing's
number
wrong
get
with that, Ski. Work hard, play hard.
Yeah,
I should celebrate more, bro. I should, to be honest with you.
the one game I was looking at that I wanted to bet, I just wasn't in the right mind. It was the Minnesota and Philadelphia. When I saw it, it was 49 or 49 and a half. It's all the way up to 50 and a half or 51 and a half in some spots. I just see a lot of points in that game. If Philly's giving up 30 something to the Eagles, I think Jefferson and the Vikings can score all over them because Jefferson looks amazing. So I don't know if the Vikings defense is good enough or if it was just the other team just laid an egg. So I was liking the over in that game. Other than that, just looking at the list, I think the Chargers or the Chiefs are going to take a lot of money. And if I can get the Chargers, at the end, right on Thursday, plus some points, I'll probably grab that too.
Yeah, no, that's facts right there. I like what you said. I like what you said now because the Vikings, obviously, so guys, we got to know they got the offensive coordinator for the Rams over there. The Vikings are hyped. This offense they talked about it. We just keep attacking. They're hyped over there. I like that look, Ski, because the Eagles offense, you're not stopping AJ Brown. It's not happening. You're not really stopping Jefferson over there. So I don't think the defenses aren't that bad. I just think the offenses are elite in that one. But
I would agree with you, Jay. I think the Vikings offense, still with Zimmer being their former head coach, is decent. Obviously, we need to see a little bit more from them. But yeah, I want no part of that under. I haven't even handicapped that game yet. But I want you just blindly tell me whatever. You can tell me it's 55 and a half. I'm like, yeah, I ain't taking the under. Like, it's just not going to happen. Those are one of those games where what we saw from week one offensively from both teams, Packers defense is a pretty solid defense outside of a couple of their secondary guys that kind of got exposed by Justin Jefferson. Again, one of the best wide receivers in the league. But yeah, I don't know if the Eagles are going to have an answer for him. And that tells me that Kirk Cousins should be able to just dink and dunk all the way downfield with JJ. And I think Adam Thielen is going to get some more play here on the side, because if you do have a good enough defense, you're going to be able to double team JJ. And if he's getting double teamed, that's leaving another guy open.
That's facts right there, man. I'll be honest, I'm not an NFL expert, but I'm on the Lions this week. I'm all over this shit. I liked what I saw. They could have easily gave up in that game versus the Eagles. Start to get some stops defensively. That's what I want to see. The defense was looking ass, but I'm not so worried about what Carson Wentz over there. Basically, one main receiver. They don't really have AJ Brown. Do got Terry McLaurin over there, but you single in on him, man. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but I think they'll have a much easier task in this week facing the Commanders. See what I'm saying? Back-to-back home games as well, so they didn't have to travel anywhere. I know the coaches are pissed. They're going to be on the players' ass for a lot of the mistakes that they made. I like being on the losing teams versus the winning team. You get complacency versus pissed off. I'm on the Lions. I told you guys last week I was on it at a pick before this weekend's game started. Now it's reopened at -1.5, -2. I'm still on the Lions money line, guys. It's my main play of the week. Also leaning Carolina Panthers plus the 2.5. Not Giants as a favorite. As a dog, we take them. Giants as a fade this shit all day.
And that doesn't concern you about the Lions, Jay. That's my only thing. I had the Lions written down as well, and I'm going, man, Lions as a dog is completely one thing. We're asking a team to go from covering to winning, and that is a giant step forward. I know a lot of people were really high on the Lions this year. I just said, I'm not sure that this is it. I like Dan Campbell, and you're absolutely right. He's going to be in the middle of all of their asses. But they did, again, have a nice fourth quarter. There's something to rebuild. There's something to build upon in Detroit, at least.
They're winning this one, Kelly. I think this is one. You look at their schedule, you look at their win total. This is one of their winnable games. See what I'm saying? A lot of sharp groups as well taking the Lions win total over this year. If their win total is going to go over, they're going to win this game. It's really that simple. I don't trust the Commanders. They should have lost to the Jaguars over. So I'm watching both games simultaneously. Everything worked out perfectly. The Commanders got the win. Lions took the loss. Let's just say everything came together in this one. Nothing's guaranteed, but I'm on the Lions.
Hey, you got a nice trophy. That's at least the first step here. Whenever you get in that CLV, Dave Koken tweeted this morning. He's like 10-0-2, two pushes on CLV this year. I know there's a lot of shit talking that goes around on gambling Twitter, but at the end of the day, you guys got to be getting the best of the number. And if you're not, you're going to lose long term. So congratulations to you on that Lions pick 'em coming in there with that early line. A lot of sportsbooks do that, Jay. They'll put out the lines before the game starts, just like tonight. You can already bet the Broncos next week. You can also bet the Seattle Seahawks next week. So be looking at that too when you're thinking about, okay, what is the outcome, the expected outcome of tonight's game? Win or lose. If the Seattle Seahawks get blown out, you're going to get a better number next week with them. But if they happen to win tonight, let's just say, you're going to get a worse number. So you kind of almost want to make two bets in one there if it fills your narrative.
So a question real quick, based on both of y'all, what you just said, Kelly, and earlier Jay said, this is Seattle's Super Bowl, right? So they're going to play next week on a short week versus San Fran, who laid an egg. San Fran, it opened 7.5. It's already up to 9 in some places, still some 8.5. If Seahawks get killed tonight, that's going to be like 10, right?
Well, this is the big thing here, Ski. Whenever you have those lines over 7.5, sometimes bookmakers, particularly like the offshores, not necessarily all the ones in America now, but they'll just straight move it tonight because they already know everybody in the world's going to want to tease the Niners. So it's not just that situation, but you're right. I do think it could just continue to tick higher. A pissed off Niners team, let's just say it is a 21-6 game and Seattle does nothing offensively. Yeah, why are you going to want any part of them? So the bookmakers have to keep shading that line to protect themselves. But I honestly think on Monday afternoon, that's probably more to protect themselves from teasers than anything. But I'm with you. There's a lot of situations next week for a divisional dog in Seattle here that if they get blown out tonight, that line's only going to go one way.
Yeah, that's facts. Yeah, you did something there, Ski. That's kind of how I always said, with NFL, this last thing I'll say about it, there are a ton of injuries. So I used to like to bet the day of, but it's getting to the point now where they're putting lines out so early and the sharps are pushing stuff up. Like I wouldn't be surprised the Lions close at -3 come Sunday morning. You see what I'm saying? So I used to like to wait right before the game. Now I'm starting to get to where you got to forecast some shit. You got to get on some early, Ski. That 49ers move. It's probably going to move. That you're going to get they're a pissed off team here.
Well, just remember, guys, the people truly doing this for a living. Now, I know I do this for a living, but I also do a lot of media stuff for a living. The guys that I know that are 100% sports bettors that don't have any other jobs, they're not betting on Sunday morning. Let me tell you, they may take some buyback on Sunday morning. They may go for a middle on Sunday morning, but they're all betting on Mondays and Tuesdays, and mostly are locked in by Tuesday afternoon. So keep an eye. You want to bet early and often, and then if you need to, you can always buy off of a game and or look for that middle, whatever that may be.
We're dropping y'all off with gems here, man. I must say, my guys. But that's basically the show. We talked about the Monday Night Football game, guys. Anything else from either one? Ski, you got anything else on tonight's game? Any college football? I know you've been partying over there, man. You ain't looked at no damn college.
I'll tell you baseball.
You got some baseball today, Ski. Let's go.
Like it.
Yeah, I like the under in Houston and Tigers game. It was 7.5. I bet it last night. Hopefully there's still some 7.5s out there. And then I like the first 5 over in the Blue Jays and Rays game. I'm gonna bet that one after the show. It's 4.5.
I like it. I appreciate that, man. We talking college football, NFL week 2, Monday Night Football, baseball, everything, man. I appreciate you for this, Ski. Kelly, anything else on tonight or college football? Anything you're looking at?
I have not bet a single college football game yet. It's on my to-do list after I get done doing a couple of these shows. I'm just going to rattle off my long list, and that's what I did last week on Money Shots with Megan. I said, listen, I got a lot of games this week early, no bets yet, but what I'm looking at, Western Kentucky +7, Kansas +9, Texas Tech +10.5, FAU +9, Miami +5.5, Nebraska +11.5, Washington -3.5, Fresno State +12, UTSA plus 10.5. Somewhere in that mix will be my 3 underdogs to win outright. And I'll let you guys know that on Bet on It on Wednesdays with Marco and Joe. And yeah, got lots of work to do this week before I get there. But that is kind of how I like to break down my process. I like to start with like a very long list. Okay, here's a lot of teams that I'm not touching, and here's the teams I'm going to focus on and see if we can't find 3 outright underdogs and maybe cash one of those big tickets.
Yeah, no, that's face right there. I'm looking at. I already took Nebraska plus 14 down to 11
right?
and a half.
And that's what I'm talking about, Jay. Right there, you have a nice ticket in your pocket. You did your job. You did what you were supposed to do. I fucked around yesterday, was at the damn sports book all day. Now I'm looking at 11.5. So when the game lands 11, I might win by the hook. That being said, it's going to keep going down throughout the week. People are going to want to bet against Scott Frost or bet on Scott Frost after he gets fired. Excuse me, bet on Nebraska after Scott Frost got fired. And, it's Oklahoma. Oklahoma's got a couple of really fun games on deck, including against my Kansas State Wildcats, TCU, and Texas. It's Nebraska, man. They look terrible. And that makes me think maybe they're not as bad as we all think they are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love that fire coaching. I don't give a damn what sport it is. Yep. That's just going to hit 70% over time. I'm telling you this, man. It's not going to win every time.
Me one over the summer with the WNBA and said, Cal, you know what to do. I go, what did I miss?
He was
like, you fired their coach. I'm like, oh, sorry. Okay. Yes. Now I know what to do. Thanks, Ski.
He was on that shit heavy too, man. But I appreciate y'all, man. I'm looking at Purdue, and so I already took Nebraska plus 14. Purdue. I know Syracuse looking real nice, but I'm not buying it. I'd be looking at Purdue at a pick in this one. So those only 2 college football. I did take Nebraska already plus 14, and then I'm on them Lions next week, my guys. Panthers. I got to put them in a teaser or something. I already like them to win the game straight up, but plus 2.5 to plus 8.5. Yeah, Panthers gonna be in some teasers, Jack. I'm telling you that right now.
I wasn't gonna say that because my teasers looked the 3 in the middle looked good, but the 2 in legs, the Rams that started with and closed with the Cowboys was not ideal. But yeah, be looking for those 2.5 point underdogs to be teasing up yesterday. And Vikings early in the week was 1.5. It went over 1.5 with the Browns. They won outright as well. And then the Jags plus 2.5. While they didn't win, they still kept it within the teaser and very respectable.
Facts. Ski, break us off with let us know what you got going over there. Wager Talk first, guys. First off, guys, I'm just looking at this Wager Talk odds screen right now, man. If you don't go to Wager Talk and look at this screen, man, especially for football, there's a lot of discrepancy with books and lines. Make sure you're getting the best of the line, man. If you're laying points, make sure you're laying as less as possible. If you're taking points, make sure you're getting as most as possible. Ski, what do you got going over there? Wager Talk, and what's your plays for tonight, my brother?
Well, for one, it's $9 Monday, and for the Packers, I said it's MLB or NFL. I gave you both of those plays today, so if you're watching, you don't have to go get that one. It's the Astros under 7.5 and the Broncos -4. And as far as the other one, I've been one team a day in the NBA. I've been going through the win totals because I'm gonna do the Westgate contest on NBA win totals. I have at least 9 NBA futures that I bet, and last year I gained 23 units on NBA futures. So that's also up for $9 Monday at Wager Talk.
Oh, I didn't know they were doing that. I might have to. I've never bet a win total, Ski. Never, not once. I may have to get in on that. What's up with you, Kelly? What all shows you got going on? Let the people know, and let them know that total that you're liking for tonight.
Yeah, I'm going to be on the under 44 tonight. I'm also going to take the first half under. I think it's probably 21.5, but I have not opened up the first half Wager Talk odds screen. I've just been hanging out with you guys. Very casual show. I like this because you just get to hang out, and it's so like we're just sitting at a bar or in Ski's living room, of course, talking games. But yeah, I'll be on that. This week is very busy. I got Wager Talk today on Thursday. Every game on the board with Drew Martin. Oh wait, how did I forget Wednesday? I've got Bet on It Wednesday, college football and NFL. The Hustle Wednesday night, and of course Money Shots Mondays, Thursdays, and Fridays with Megan at 2:15 Eastern. And going to do a little Wager Talk today, talk some shit to Prez. We have a team ticket in the Westgate Super Contest. And of course, his loser was the Cowboys last night. So we'll see how it goes. I was already talking trash in Slack. Jay Money took my best bet this week in that contest. He took Vikings. I said, fine, give me the Steelers. Let's go. And everybody else finishing up strong except for Prez, which is
Kelly. That was a good tryout because look, if you would have been on Vikings, I would have just took the Steelers. Those were my two best bets by
I love
far.
that. Yeah, me too. 1A and 1B, and then the third one was the Falcons. Ski texted me about that. He's like, "All right, what do you hate about this?" And I was like, "Well, I lean towards the Falcons. I put them in the contest, but it's really hard. 5 NFL picks a week is a lot. I'm really trying to keep a lot of discipline this year. That's why I did a bunch of teasers this last week, and as well as just a couple of bets that I really loved. I've noticed that things can get a little out of control in the NFL for me, where I'm a lot more disciplined in college. So I'm kind of cutting the head off the snake and saying, all right, I'm betting my best bet. I'm going to hammer it. And I may have 1 or 2 other bets and then some teasers, and that's going to be it. Because we get in this stuff where it's media. There's a guy still trashing me in the comments like, oh, how long would it take for her to be homeless? Bro, what do you think I did from 2015 to 2018 before I was ever in the media? I was betting games. Wasn't homeless. Definitely having a job makes it a lot easier when you have a losing week. I will say that. But one of these days, just gonna be sitting on the beach betting the games. That's my retirement plan.
Yeah, hopefully I'm there soon, Kelly. Hopefully I'm there soon. But I'm right there. I'm right there with you, man. Let's get some cash tonight, my guys. So we appreciate everybody in the chats, mostly positive. But don't worry about it, Kelly. People are gonna pop off at the mouth. It's gonna happen as long as we win.
I didn't even see the chat.
I need a little bit of motivation. I watched Cat Williams skit talking about haters. He said, "You got 20 haters, you need to go get 40 because you're behind. The more haters, the better. Watch, follow, fade, trash me. I don't care. We just appreciate that you're here."
Ski, I know you like that Chargers revenge game, motherfucking Jay, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's fucking go, baby. 3-0, nice little day. Let's go. Let's keep this shit going tonight and to next week as well, guys. We appreciate everybody for tuning in. We appreciate your time. Like I said, I'm on the Lions, guys, so I'm on the money line. I'm not taking it -3. So if you're waiting, that's probably mainly my only NFL play next week. Just let you know, Lions money line. If it gets too high, that's on you guys. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and the Panthers honorable mention. Let's get some cash. Now, I might ride with Kelly on that under 44. Gino is an under guard. You see what I'm saying? Let's get some cash, man. We appreciate everybody for tuning in. It's us against the bookies. Let's get some cash. Until next time, we out.